Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, wonderful people of the Evolve community. We are going in now. We have ourselves a game. It started up right now, and bottom right, you just saw a little bit of the text chat that's going on for twitch.tv/ACH, which is where we broadcast these whenever they happen. They are occurring bi-weekly again on every Saturday, so we'll be having lots of content coming at you, making sure that these get edited for you. Right now, we are going into game. This is actually the semifinals, because we didn't broadcast the quarterfinals, and the matches that's going to be coming up in front of you is actually going to be Pink Fluffy Unicorns versus the free agent team of the week, which is going to be known as Promised Land. So we're going to have to see what happens this week. These are returning players, and they are all known players within the community, so we'll have to see how they do against each other with these unique picks. Looking at it right now, we actually do have Ali Sky, aka Sky, going to be playing on Goliath versus the Shake King, Freezart, Backstein, and High Happen, who are all names that we've seen before with an Elite Val, Elite Hank, Elite Wasteland Maggie, and Elite Torvald. Definitely people who have been around the block for a while, but they are going up against Sky, who's going to be rocking in with some nice, sexy Goliath skins. But for those who don't know, BattleFY has the BattleFY Community Cup series has overdone quite a few of their rules. They've changed things up quite a bit and changed their formula, so a lot of the rule changes are going to have to be just communicated throughout this entire round. First off, let's just look at the quick settings right now. The first one that you're going to have to notice during this game is that it's actually a 15-minute match with a 1:30 timer. And what I mean by 1:30 timer is that if they go down, if, say, for instance, one of these hunters does, in fact, die... One second, let me just turn down this Evolve game sound for a second there. There we go. But if one of these hunters does, in fact, go down, what will happen is that they are in the dropship for only a minute 30 as opposed to the standard 2 minutes, which is actually a rule that came out of Quickshot, and they brought it over. We're like, hey, we like the reduced dropship timer, we like what it does to the game, so we're going to have to bring that forward. But looking at Ali Sky during this game, he did actually go the standard bowling alley right through and straight on down, got himself a strike of Mammoth Birds, and got himself a quick snack, building up that armor meter, so he'll be full armor for the first engage. But the question at this point is whether or not that he's actually able to get himself that full evolve meter that he so desperately needs. He's going to push himself along the southern border as they're trying to catch up right now. They have the tracks. He was going loud and proud for the first bit, so they're going to have to see how they cut when they go across. High's going to be spotting over on the east side here as they are going to be positioning themselves for capture in this region. However, if you look at Ali's positioning has already gone over to the west side of the map, and as we see the pings are flying across, and they know he's over there because they know he didn't go east, so he must have gone west. Or he could have stood still, but they were all over that area. So they saw pass, they saw the leaps, and off they go. Pings are out. Shake King's taking up there. Daisy is, however, on point, leading them to the monsters and saying, hey, let's go get some. And Ali Sky's got himself about halfway up to that evolve meter. He's going to be getting himself ready. Stealth Pound's being used. Mammoth Birds are going to get eaten. All the melting going to be on Birds, however, are going to alert his position towards this hunter team. So he's going to be having to get himself moving. He's going to be going up towards the cave zone to try and get himself into a favorable dome and get himself into a good position for this fight because he knows he's going to get captured soon. Hence why he's stealthing here, because that way he can mitigate around this position. Backstein is, however, right beside him within 50 meters, so he can almost smell him. Ali can smell Backstein. However, Backstein cannot smell Ali, unfortunately. Going on through, though, we're going to have to see what happens. However, here comes the Tranks. Backstein's in position, trying to get the dome 60 meters just outside the dome radius. And Ali Sky does look to be getting away at this point. He is Trank, so it's going to be a little slow as Backstein's trying to catch up. Dome is ready, already pulled out. He's at 80 meters right now, locking it in, slowly getting it 70, 60, 80, 90, trying to get it 100. So he's going to come down to the cut here. Is he going to make it through? Because he's going to have to cut directly on the eastern side, which means Ali might actually be able to finish up this evolve meter. If that comes into play and he's able to finish up the evolve meter, he will be able to evolve inside the dome. And hello, Hermit Harry, welcome back to the stream. It's been a while since we did this, but hey, we're back and we're live. So we're looking at it. Here comes the evolve meter. It's going to be full now. There it is, topped off, and Backstein is in position right now. We're at 30 meters, so he could dome at this point. However, it's not quite favorable. He's going to have to try and cut himself off a little bit, and there we go. Does actually decide to go with it, so we're going to see what happens as Ali is on the push. Trying to see what he can hit, tried to force the dome, and he did successfully do it. He has a pillar here to mitigate around, which is a great play by Ali. Forcing it out. However, High Happens looking to get some damage in as Ali Sky is trying to go around. Pings are coming out. They know exactly where he is. Everything's going in. Tranks are trying to get into him. Doesn't quite connect, and there's the connection. So High Happen does have the outline. Ali's trying to mitigate right now as Freezart's going full offensive. Does take a leaf smash to the face. Needs to be a little bit careful because those leaf smashes can hurt as he's already at half HP and Shake can't heal him. Mortars are being fired up by High Happen. Switched over the shotgun. Gets a little bit of shotgun damage. Half on the armor. Going to be pushing forward on that. Ali's going to go to leap, though, to knock back High Happen. Going to be careful. Might get some health damage on him, and yes, indeed, he does. Almost taking down High Happen. However, Ali's still got some half armor to work with right now, so he can get a little bit of pushing. Dome is actually almost on. Almost done, so he's going to be ready to push around and get himself out of here. He's only at half armor. They weren't quite a bit. Reaver actually joining into the fray, going to be punching him around a little bit. Here come the mortars, though. If these connect, this could be the end of his armor, and there goes a little bit of it. Doesn't quite get all of it, so he does still escape that dome with armor, and here come the Tranks. Everything's going to be pushing forward. Mammoth Birds are going to be joining the fun. They're going to be throwing out, and no, are they going to be giving him shock? Nah, we'll just get out of your way. It's all good, Goliath. Just keep on running. King's going to be slowly healing up and trying to get himself back up to full. Medgun's get out, trying to get Freezard back up to full because he's hurt. Cloak is being used to try and make sure they're able to close that gap safely because he doesn't want to get reinitiated on. However, we look at Ali. Ali's going to be going up to stage 2. We are evolving under the platform over in the building, north side of Orbital Drill, and this is the north region. So we notice that this is the relay position. This is the north side. This is the south side, which just get to get a little bit more specific than that. But that's essentially where we're going. We got a 3 leap, 2 flame, 1 charge. But now, since the first dome has been done, and we can actually discuss what perk builds we'll be looking at right now. We have a movement speed, and we have capacity on not only Torvald, not only Val, but also on Hank. So we have a triple capacity move speed Hunter build going up against a move speed Goliath, which is partially why he's been doing so well, escaping and being able to mitigate as loudly as he can. So we're going to have to see what exactly happens. Pushing on forward. Going back towards this southeast corner over off in this little canyon here by the pseudo relay. He's been getting himself up and getting himself ready for full armor. And once he does, he'll be actually ready to fully engage and possibly get a strike during the next dome. Backstein, however, is going to be ready with that dome. Getting a charge, getting pushed on him, doesn't quite connect, doesn't get the damage off. Here comes the dome. This is a much better dome out of Backstein. Going to be going in. See what Ali can do. Ali's going to be taking lots of damage. There is no loops, no way to mitigate. Even if you go into the corner, they can still hot shot you from the middle. So you're going to be having a rough time, Ali, trying to get some quick snacks up and doesn't quite... No, it's actually a full-out God Dome. So we're going to be looking to see what happens. Unintentional, though. So we'll have to see what goes on here. High Happen's going to be applying pressure, going in for it. High Happen's going to be applying mortar pressure, going on. It does throw the mortar. Freezard to protect him. Doesn't need it, though. It's Ali staying on the low ground. Flame being used over on Freezard, trying to get a connection, but the Harpoon does keep him down. Mortars are coming out of High Happen, trying to get a connection on Sky. Doesn't get it, though, as he's going back up. Another Harpoon going to be coming out and stopping him from going after Freezard. He really wants that Hank. Hank, however, is going to be pocketed like a QB right now. Kept in the pocket of this dome, protected by his teammates, so he's not able to lock it in. And they did finally break armor, so they're going to be looking at about half an HP bar gone. No, make that a full HP, and they're going to be starting to melt on through. Orbital being called out to try and see if he can get it. Doesn't connect, though, because he knows he's not going to be able to use it by the time it's on cooldown. Here we go. Leap being used. Does get shielded, though, by Hank, and then armor now coming in and joining the fray, slowing down this Hunter team's pursuit. A couple more pot shots coming in, going to be breaking that through. Final health damage after that engage was going to be 2.5-ish bars. It's more like 2 and like a third. No, it's like maybe like 3/8. Not quite a half, just short of a half, like 40% of a bar, essentially. Close enough, though. We'll just say a half bar. But yeah, so we got them on engage right now. We're looking at Orbital Drill. He did cut immediately across the center of the map to gain the maximum distance possible. However, he is going to be locked in this corner. Dome is still on cooldown, so he'll be able to push through again with the armor that he has and use that to try and keep himself protected. High Happen, however, is going to be pinging us because he's been calling out that he is going towards the north side of the map. Oh, and he eats those mortars to the face. However, the armor is going to keep him from taking that health damage, so that's going to be good for him, but it's still going to hurt. It's still going to hurt. Going on in, though, does actually see the Hunter team. Does choose to engage because he knows Dome's almost off cooldown. If it's not off cooldown already, chooses to go in and try and force the Dome in this location. Here comes the charge. Going to get shielded, though. Locks line of sight, so they're going to be able to lose it. Goes in on Freezard. Freezard's going to take it. Mortars are connecting. He's only got that 2 bars of armor remaining. Here comes the burn. Backside's coming in for the Dome. Does not get it. Barely clipping the edge of the dome. Does actually make it through. That's the problem when you get a little bit over anxious with those domes and you throw them right on the edge. Sometimes they make it through, sometimes they don't. That happened to be one of the times they made it. So Ali made it through all the way. Going to be able to go through and go towards the northeast section of the map as the monster has escaped him, and that gives him time to get himself ready, get himself up to stage 3 with minimal health loss. 2.5 bars for a stage 3 engaged monster is nothing. So Ali's in a great position at this point, being able to push himself on, get everything set up for his stage 3 engage, and he'll be able to rock the world, bring in the pain, and it looks like at this point, they're trying to keep pressure and keep awareness of where he is, but they might be choosing to back off at this point and set up because they're getting a good distance away. Over right now and hunting him down would only set yourself up for an exposure. Now the question is, do they follow him or not? That's the real question at this point. Do they follow or do they not? Right now, I'd say you follow up until you hear that nice little evolve music. He's at 200 meters. You're not going to catch him. But once you hear the evolve roar that says, hey man, I'm going up to stage 3, it's time to back off and set up. Here comes Ali, though, going to be going on the south side, still gaining a large amount of distance. Like, holy crap. He's on the other side of the map. He's at 200 meters right now from backside, so he's in no dome worry. We have Freezart right now, who's actually the closest at 120 meters. Yeah, and here comes the orbital to try and see if he can get lucky with it. Nope, not even close. If we look at it right now, it's going to be way over there. But looking at it right now, we have a 3-point rock, 3 leap, 2 flame, 1 charge coming out of a stage 3 Alley Sky. Gonna be pushing on forward, trying to see what he can get. And he'll be able to rock it like a hurricane and melt on through as he's looking at a stage 3 Goliath versus High Happen, Shake King, Freezart, and Backstein coming in and pushing forward. Looking at it right now, he is almost full armor already. He'll be able to punch that Reaver and get full, but says, nope, I'm just going to keep going forward. It's 9 minutes and 50 seconds into the game when he finished evolving and got his little meats. But he still has another 6 minutes. Well, 5 minutes, actually. But he has 5 minutes to go, plus stop time. Like, he's got plenty of time to play with this Hunter team. It's funny that he's actually engaging without full armor, though. It's a little interesting. Yeah, I think he just realized, he's like, ah, crap, I'm not full armor right now. I should probably do that first. He's a half of our off. Oh, well. So he's going to go in. Door is down because of Torvald. He can do that. High Happen's going to be in a position to keep that shotgun pressure on. Going to keep him off that relay. Off that relay. No touchy, Goliath. No touchy. So we got High Happen over here getting shield spammed by Freezart just for fun. They're just like, hey, we'll set up over on building. Be able to lock it down. Freezart's on the high point, giving to keep himself up. They know exactly where he is. Pings are out. They know where he is. Here come the heart mortars, and there they're landing right in front of him. He says, yeah, I'm not going to step forward. Going to go on through. He's going to look for it. Does actually see Freezart going up for it. Harpoon's going to be coming up on the high ground, going to see what it can. Here comes a leap smash. Leap smash goes in. Does not connect on Freezart. Freezart burns and nothing as he's just getting tasting the flames. Get a little bit flambéed, but he's still okay. Freezart trying to protect himself. Here comes the cloak. Going to try and keep himself protected. Jetpack going to be revealed. There comes the flames, though. Going to be getting that nice little outline. Heavy attacks coming in. Charges being used. Here we go. Going to be able to get the lockdown on Freezart. Here comes the orbital, though, trying to get some distance. Not quite able to get it. Heavy's coming in. Not able to get the finish on Freezart, but he will keep going for it. He still has rock, though. Here comes the rock. Gets picked up, thrown over at Freezart. Dodges it and gets shocked by Mammoth Bird as punishment for his negligence on finishing up Freezart. Here we go. Here comes the mortars coming in. Doesn't connect, though, on all of them. Only gets a little bit of tasting. Here comes the burn, though. Coming out of Shaking. Shaking's going to eat a rock to the face, but hello, Freezart with the shields. Going to be keeping up Shaking. Shaking's going to be staying alive. Here comes the Humors keeping himself alive. Just a little bit longer. You need to protect yourself, and down goes Shaking as he's just getting melting through Allie's armor, though. High Happen is just melting him in the rear. Daisy's going in for the pickup. Is he going to be able to get it? Nope, not able to get it with that leap going on. Here comes the flame. Daisy's going in for another pickup chance. Charge is being used to interrupt it. Daisy gets stopped. Mortars are coming in. Rocket and get picked up in a second. Bam! Thrown on over. Gets shielded, though, by Freezart. Leap is going to come in for the finish. And Allie is down to 2 bars of HP for 1 strike on the medic. That is an excellent trade for the Hunter team. Down to the last bar. They might be able to finish it. Dome's about to come down, though. If he's able to escape, he could get out of here. Now on it, coming down to the point right after the last bar, and he comes right through. Does actually get the finish right as the dome concludes, and down goes Sky in the Stage 3 Thunderdome on the north side of Orbital Drill. Down he goes, which means it's a 1-0 lead in favor of the Pink Fluffy Unicorns versus the Promised Land. And we're going to be going into round 2, which is going to be the same monster, but we might see some different picks. But in the meantime, that's it. That's all for this round. As we go on into the next round, we'll have to see what happens. So this is where we do that quick fade in, fade out. As you see the end game screen right now. Thanks again, players, for playing. This is BattleFY 2.0 being played on the current date. You ready for it? It's April 16th, 2016. If you're in the YouTube, make sure to go to the next video in the playlist. You're going to be lots of games coming forward. If you're going to be watching live, stay tuned. We have lots more games, and we have lots more shenanigans coming forward. As Sky is going to be bringing the punishment, going into game 2. We'll have to see what happens between Pink Fluffy Unicorns and the Promised Lands. So in the meantime, that's it, that's all. Toodaloo, fade in, fade out time. We'll be back in a sec.